By this morning. I'm bored. I'm ready for them to come and extract the broken head bolt out of my block. O'Reilly sent a very reputable company out. They came and looked at it yesterday, did a couple little things, and now they're coming back this morning with their torches and stuff, and they sound like they're going to do a good job. I like talking with the owner and stuff. Sound like they do really good work. So thank you, O'Reilly's Auto Parts, for sending the best. You know what I mean? Good morning. You see, I got someone here. Hey, Mr. Sean. Good morning. Morning. I'm just bored, sitting here waiting on the machinist people. I think that's what you'd call them, the machinists, mechanics, mechanic machinists, whatever. You know, I don't know their exact title, but I'm sure they know mechanics and they know machine work. I have no idea what time they're coming this morning. Any time's good for me. I'm ready for them. You know, best I can be. They should be able to get in and do the work. I made it easy for them. I got the front door tied back. That way they don't have to disturb the dogs or anything like that. They can come right in through here and work on the engine. Get back. So, there's where we're at right at the moment. But thank the good Lord that I bought the auto parts at O'Reilly's, and they're standing behind their products. I gotta thank the good Lord for that. Another auto place, and they probably wouldn't be so eager to do that. I don't know, but I'm very thankful that O'Reilly's is taking care of this. Very thankful. We need to be back out on the road. And I'm real thankful to the company that O'Reilly's called to fix it. They put aside a couple other jobs just to come here and do this. It's that important. So, you know, what can you say? Good morning. Good morning. Wow, look. 2 people out of 11 like what I'm doing. Thank you graciously, you two. The other 9, come on now. What's the matter? Your thumb's cramped up? Your finger cramped up? You can't give an old hippie a like? You know you like what I'm doing. If not, then you're just jealous. What's not to like a guy traveling the country fighting for yours and everyone's rights to cannabis? Hey, there's 6. Thank you. 6 people that care and 6 that don't. Oh, now we went down to 9. 3 of them really didn't care. Woohoo! What can you say? Good morning. About to roll up your morning smoke? Well, I came inside here to get me a little head action before the mechanics and stuff come. So, you're right there with me. I'm gonna roll me a little one this morning. Normally, I smoke at a can because I like the comments I get. But if I can find my papers, I'm gonna roll one this morning. Oh, and look, I found my papers. Oh, I've only been broke down a couple days. I wouldn't be broke down had a defective head bolt not broke. That put me down for another few days. You're calling the cops for what? Hey, do yourself a favor. Call your mom while you at it. She might care. She might care. And cops don't care. You're stupid. Go call your mommy. Matter of fact, get on my channel. You got to be 18 or above. And some little wussy like you that says they're going to call the cops. You can't be 18. You sound like you're about 12. But make sure you call your mommy too. That way somebody might care. Top of the morning. Dude needs an actual vehicle. You need an actual channel to go bug people on. Stay off of mine. Stay off of mine, stupid. That's okay. Did I poop today? Yeah, you're right. Here's the stupid trolls. What's it to you if I did or didn't? Man, you guys are so stupid. You need to put Jesus in your heart and not worry about other people. You show your demonic side coming out here with that stupid shit. Oh, stupid, you don't know where I'm at, what I'm doing, or nothing. Like I say, call your mom. Maybe somebody will care then. Where are you sending these so-called police? And go ahead. I love shaking the hands of good cops. I know most of them around here. I've met them already. There's videos of me with them. Oh, stupid one. You don't realize I'm in a legal state. And what's my keys got to do with in the ignition? That's pretty stupid when I'm sitting in a vehicle that don't run right now. I don't care if you had 1,000,000 keys in the ignition, you can't fire this engine up. You're just showing your stupidity. Kind of hard to fire an engine up with the head off. Oh, stupid one. Oh, let's go back outside. I just wanted to come in and roll a doobie. Gotta love them stupid trolls, though. Pray for them. They all need a little Jesus. They don't need hate and stuff. That's what they want. To feed their demons inside of them. Just give them love and tell them you forgive them. They can't stand that. Hey, stupid one. Make sure you look around to see where I'm at. Oh, what? I'm parked in a parking lot? Who cares if the keys are in the engine? It'd be kind of hard to drive like that, wouldn't it? Oh, stupid one. So like I say, call your mama. I don't care. Let's make sure the time at. He said 10 minutes, huh? Hey, Mississippi, what are you doing? You ain't kidding. You're being an asswipe. Someone that travels the United States fighting for your rights to cannabis and all, and you want to be an asswipe to me. Yeah. And then just say you're kidding. Hey, Mississippi. Yeah, I like sativa. Oh, look at this. Marijuana is legal. Fuck off and get out of this channel. Hey, stupid. Under federal law, as of this second, it's still a Class 1 narcotic hallucinogenic, no medical value, and not legal anywhere in the United States. You just come on here and showed what a dumbass you are. Dumbasses like you need to be on this channel so you can get a schooling and learn what the hell's up. You're very, very stupid. States say it's legal. But under federal law, it's not. You're very, very stupid. They could come in, kick down the doors today, take your pot, take their money, take everything. You're a very stupid person. So I put stupid in timeout for a minute. Go research the laws and come back here, dumbass. I was putting head gaskets on and a head bolt was defective and broke off. So now the auto parts place that sold the defective bolt is hired mechanics to come extract it for me. So they're bringing all their equipment this morning to extract it. Oh, when I get fixed, I'm headed into Tennessee and then Florida. And look at this idiot. Says the head's on there, but the valve cover's still off. What a freaking idiot. Do you know anything about motors? Let me school you something, dumbass. That's the head sitting right there, stupid. How's that on? Oh, you don't know that motors have two heads? This one, which the bolt's not broken off in, but the other head goes there where the bolt's broken? Oh, you dumbasses come on here and act like you know something. You don't even know that the head's off. You put on here that the head's on there. Hey, dumbass, how's it sitting there and on here at the same time? Dumbass keyboard warriors. You really show your ignorance this morning, people. The head's still on there. What a dumbass. Oh, I'm not mad. I point out dumbasses. Those ain't jokes. That's people being stupid. You're not supposed to be stupid. You're supposed to put a little Jesus in your heart and treat others. You don't want people doing that shit to you, so why do you do it to anyone else? Why don't you be more Christ-like instead of stupid? It's a 454, my friend. What's going to change? Oh yeah, all the cannabis laws are getting ready to change, and not for the good either. You're very wrong if you think they're changing for the good. Yes, if what Trump proposes, making it a class 3, which is just a proposal, that's not law. It's a class 1 narcotic still. Go look it up. But if they do make it a class 3, that's when everything goes downhill. Then the feds aren't going to stand down. The feds are going to enforce federal law under it being a class 3 narcotic instead of a class 1. The only thing class 3 changes is it admits that it's got medical value and now they can tax you. But it's still a narcotic, and you can't carry it in anything except it's prescribed packaging. You can't share it. You can't trade it. There ain't going to be no recreational. Yeah, it's all going medical. And they're doing it in front of the dumbasses that don't want to change, don't want to sign the petition, want to sit here and argue stupid shit. But you're right, it's all going to change, and not for the good. Nope, you're wrong. It's not going to be federally legal. It's going to be a class 3 narcotic controlled substance. How does that make it legal? It means you can go pay a physician and get it like medicine. So they get to charge you every year, and you got to see a doctor to get your medicine and shit. How's that legal? That sounds like stupid shit that normal would tell you. My friend, it's illegal everywhere under federal law. I'm fighting for everybody in the United States of America, and I shouldn't have to come to you. You should simply go to 420gym.com and sign the petition. Anybody can sign it. If you're waiting for me to come to your town to sign it, we're never going to get it, because there's a lot of towns and stuff I can't get to. But all you got to do is scan that QR or go to 420jim.com, sign the petition. Anywhere you're at in the United States of America, you can sign that petition. I'm smoking now. Why cry about it? Because you're being stupid. And next year you might not be smoking unless you buy a medical card and all. But you sound like you'll be one of the stupid ones first in line to pay to get medicine. Nowhere in the United States under federal law is it legal. Under state law, yes, but feds trump state, and y'all gonna find that out next year. You sure are. The ignorant ones that don't know. I didn't say that they're not going to make it medically legal. You missed the freaking point. Once it becomes medically legal, there goes recreational. There goes all kind of federal laws that they are going to enforce. Just like your medicine, Medicaid, pay for, they're not going to let you trade buds or anything like that. No, all they're doing is going to put it under a medically controlled substance now. And anybody that don't think that those rules and stuff are coming, well, you'll see next year. You'll see. Rather argue with someone that's got a petition to make it legal across the United States, make it like alcohol, tobacco, and caffeine, not a narcotic controlled substance. Well, go ahead, be stupid. Don't sign it. I'm old enough, I don't care. I've been smoking all my life. I'll continue the next couple years. They want to charge me with cannabis. I know how to beat the charge. I was charged with 2 counts of sales in 2013. They had set me up with snitches. They had it on audio and video. And you don't see me do 1 day in jail or prison, because I know how to beat the case under my constitutional rights. And unless you know that, good luck next year. So, I mean, I know I'm going to end up smoking pot the rest of my life. I'm just out here fighting for y'all. But if you look at it, since 2014, they've been talking about making it a Schedule III narcotic. Yeah, since 2014. Yeah, the boat was bad. Hey, good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning, John. I bought it out at the parts store, but they're standing behind it. They're sending mechanics out to extract the bolt out of the block. You take valve off before head. That's stupid. That's stupid. How do you take the valve off before the head? The valves are in the head. You don't take the valves out of the head. The valves are in the head, compressed under a big spring and clips. So there's another person that don't know what they're talking about that wants to come on here and play mechanic. Oh, valve cover. Yeah, you got to take off the valve cover first. What's your point? You don't see a valve cover on either one of those heads. The one that's on the engine or the one that's sitting beside the engine. You don't see valve covers on them. So what are you talking about? Oh, I don't even smoke cigarettes, you idiot. So how's that a cigarette stained beard? Oh, stupid one. Am I tweaking? I swear there's legal states by state law. But are you such a dumbass not to know that federally it's illegal everywhere in the United States of America? Dumbass. Go to the post office or the VA on property. Bring your pot out and see how legal it's going to be. Because your ass is going to be in federal jail. Be stupid. But don't come here on my channel and be stupid, please. And yes, no law has made it federally legal. Matter of fact, the feds were told to stand down by Obama. And Biden and Trump has left that stand down order. But right now they can say don't stand down, and they can go in and wipe out every dispensary, take their money and everything, and you're stupid if you don't think that's true. Prove me wrong. You can't. Because I'll prove to you in just a second. We can look it up together. To this day, right now, this second, it is a Class 1 narcotic hallucinogenic, no medical value under federal law. And you're a dumbass to think any different. And that's why we're never going to win. Because you dumbasses would rather get on here and put your bullshit and not sign the petition and fool other people not to sign the petition because you're stupid. If you can legally grow your own, go for it. But you can't right now in a lot of states. What genuine question has anybody asked me that I called stupid? Go ahead. You're a liar. You're a liar. You're an absolute liar. I haven't said anything stupid to a genuine question. Just post one of these questions I've been stupid to. Until then, I'm going to remove your stupid remark because you ain't nothing but a liar. Oh, it's going great, my friend. Still got the liars and trolls on here, of course. They're always going to be. Don't make sense. Instead of just saying, okay, man, here's somebody out here fighting for all of our rights to cannabis. Been out here 11 years. Maybe he's got a little bit of wise to him. Instead, they come on here and talk their stupid bullshit about how it's legal. It's not. Under federal law, it's not legal. They've been putting it a different schedule since 2014. That's 12 years ago. Ever since I started this mission. Obama, well, I'm thinking about descheduling it. Biden, Trump, well, I'm thinking about... It's been 12 years, and they're still thinking. There's a lot of dumbasses on here. Just like yesterday. Oh, Trump signed it to a Class 3. Nope, not true. He signed off that he would, but now he needs Congress and the DEA to sign off, or it means nothing. Good morning, it's doing good. Oh yeah, idiots and trolls. I got a few of them this morning. Morning, Margaret. Shut your dumb ass up and get fixed and broke down car. Man, you show your stupidity there, Charles the dumbass. Charles the dumbass, you're off my channel. There you go, dumbass. You don't have to worry about me or my channel no more. Make another stupid troll account. Dumbass. He said, am I tweaking? There's legal states. Is he saying the law that got passed can be reverted? What law got passed? The state law, it don't mean shit. Under federal law, it's still a class 1 narcotic, hallucinogenic, no medical value in every state. And yes, they're a very stupid person to think otherwise. If the shoe fits, wear it. Even if you think I'm wrong on that. If the shoe fits, wear it. And yes, I've been doing this since March 1st of 2014, and I'm smart enough to know it's a class 1 narcotic, hallucinogenic, no medical value right there at this second. And anybody that comes on here and says different, they're stupid, including you. If you think that it's a class 3 now or anything, you'd be a very stupid person. And you're arguing with the wrong person. Because let me show you something stupid. This is very easy to do. You don't want to do it. You'd rather sound like a dumbass. But let me show you something. This is fun to do, especially to the dumbasses. You ever heard of like the search engine? Here, let's try to Google. Oh, I gotta turn on my internet. Hang on a minute. Turn on my hotspot. I didn't know I was going live this morning, and I didn't turn it on. Let me get this set up, and then I'll show you something. Okay, you ready for this? It's called a search engine. And we're going to Google, and we're going to say, at this day and time, what schedule is marijuana under federal law? As of April 3rd, that's today, dumbass, 2026, class as a Scheduled 1 controlled substance. I'll be damned. I'll be damned. That stupid old hippie does know what he's talking about. And we are dumbasses to think that it's legal under federal law, or even a class 3. He directed the Department of Justice to check into it and try and make it a class 3. But look, dumbass, as of today, April 3rd, 2026, what is it? You're welcome, and I accept your apology for being stupid. About this, get you off my channel, stupid. Oh, you're a dumbass to think the feds can't shut you down. A real dumbass. See, that's why we're not winning, John. You got all these dumb, stupid people out here trying to tell everybody else how legal it is, don't worry about it and whatnot. That's the problem. That's what we're fighting. Not just the U.S. government, but all the idiots that think that they've done something. That's the biggest fight. The biggest fight is teaching the sheep how they've been blinded. But Lord knows they don't want to be known as wrong or nothing. No, I'm not ex-military or nothing. I'm not even a vet. But back in 2015, at a Vietnam Veterans Reunion in Kokomo, Indiana, I was asked to be their voice. And that's why I travel the United States fighting for theirs and your rights to cannabis. I promised a bunch of Vietnam vets I would. And here I am, keeping my word. And instead of people arguing and stupid shit like that, I get the haters that want to, yada, yada. When, hey, what's it hurt? Let's say I'm right. They are going to make it a medicine and take your recreational away. And you're like, damn, he was right, and it's too late. Well, be safe. Right now, just search my name, 420 Jim. And that is my legal name. It's on my birth certificate. I get some hate for it, but I don't care. I'm not asking you to look at the hundreds of stories about me. care. I care about that, the petition. Click the green and then go read it. At least go read it. If you agree that nobody belongs in prison for weed, and it don't need to be a narcotic, you know, like alcohol, tobacco, and caffeine, called a drug, but not a narcotic, and you want it legal for everybody, you come up here and yours will say sign the petition. You click it and sign it. But it's been somebody signed it 20 some seconds ago. Thank you. But it was 12 hours before that. So one person in 12 hours signed it. Thank you for going over there and signing it, my friend, whoever did that. Together we can win. All this bullshit, you know, of fighting and saying I'm wrong and whatnot instead of signing. Man, they're doing everybody so wrong saying that. Why don't people say, hey, sign the petition just in case the old fool's right? Let me explain something. Back in the day, you could go to any five and dime, Woolworth or whatever and buy all the cocaine you wanted. You didn't have to go see a drug dealer, get it smuggled or nothing. Cocaine was plentiful everywhere. Hell, years ago, marijuana, as they call it, was plentiful everywhere. George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, Abe Lincoln, they all had it. Abe Lincoln says his favorite thing to do is sit on his front porch and smoke his pipe full of sweet hemp. Not hemp, but sweet hemp, and play the harmonica. But what happened, you know, you say they ain't going to change shit. Bullshit. What happened is they found out that cocaine had medical use, and they could make it a narcotic and put it under the Controlled Substance Act. You think Coca-Cola took cocaine out of their product because they didn't want to sell more Coke and stuff? Why do you think they took it out? Because it became a federal crime to possess cocaine. They couldn't keep it in Coca-Cola no more. I mean, wake up, dummies. Wake the hell up. They can't put it in cocaine because it was declared a medical substance. Soon as the federal government declared this a medical substance, it all goes under medical guidelines then, not recreational. And you're pretty uneducated to think that's not going to happen. They're going to go to these recreational dispensaries and say, look, you're going to sell medical marijuana and medical marijuana only, or we're going to shut you down under federal law. What do you think that store is going to do? They're going to sell medical marijuana. The government knows that everybody's a dumbass and going to go out and buy a medical card. We don't want reform. Normal group is stupid. That R is for reform. Hell no. Repeal. It's nothing but a lie. They've known it's had medical value all these years, and I can't believe all the dumbasses wanting to rush out and buy a medical card. Since 1971, they declared it no medical value, or 70, and in 1971, they took out the medical patent. And all you dumbasses for all these years that they've been fucking you over like that want to go buy a medical card. That's kind of stupid. Actually, it's really stupid. Here for 10 years, people have been buying medical cards while the government has kept it a class 1 narcotic hallucinogenic, no medical value. Yeah, just look at the facts. Nobody cares. Only 420 Jim and the people that signed my petition. Margaret, the mechanics are supposed to be here this morning to extract the bolt. I'm all ready for them. I'm all ready. Well, thank you. I do know a little bit. I didn't spend 12 years of my life out here driving through 38 states and not know what I'm talking about. Thank you. I held the very first religious rights cannabis event ever done at Mount Rushmore. Absolutely. I can show you the permits and all. I did the very first religious rights mingle at Mount Rushmore. I took over Mount Rushmore Amphitheater for a day. There ain't too many people can come on here and say that and prove it, but I can. And I also did a march on Washington, D.C. the last year that Obama was in office. I had Pershing Park right next door to the White House. Now, when the chief of police come and brought the motorcycles and everything for the march and checked my permit, she said, Mr. Four, it's just like Colorado. You're not supposed to be smoking marijuana walking down the street and this, that, and the other. You're supposed to take it home, yada, 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 yada. And during these marches, long as you're not taunting the officers and trying to get selfies and stuff, we tend to overlook that. So, in other words, if I'm walking on the streets of Washington, D.C., we're cool. As long as we're not, taking selfies with the officers, blowing smoke at them or nothing. They're going to overlook it. We're cool. But in the same breath, she said, Mr. Four, you need to tell everybody in the march As soon as they turn on Constitution, which is the street behind the White House, a federal street, as soon as you turn on Constitution, we're going to put you in jail. Whether it's a joint, paraphernalia, or whatever, if you have anything on you when you turn on the Constitution Avenue, we were going to go to jail. And we wouldn't get bail because they don't do bail in Washington, D.C. We would have to wait until Monday to go to court to be released. So when people tell me there's no difference, this, that, and the other, bullshit. Just the difference of being on a street in Washington, D.C. But hey, I'm all ready for them to come in and do their work. You got to excuse the mess in here because it's all mechanicalized, torn up and everything. But one guy said earlier, oh, you still got the head on. No, that's the head we're talking about. That side of the block is the one that's got the bolt broke off in it. Oh, it's real easy to sign that petition if anybody wanted to. Yeah, we got a couple sitting. Got one this morning, just a couple minutes ago there, Mr. John. Yeah, I can't believe it. O'Reilly's is the best. I don't know who this Jimmy idiot is you're talking about. It's not me. My name's not Jim or Jimmy. So I'm going to remove your stupid comment. If you want to call me by my last name, Jim, not Jimmy, Jimbo, Jim Boy, or not that bullshit. You want to call me by my last name, Jim? Put a mister in front of it. You want to be a human being and my friend? Call me by my first name, Four, F-O-U-R. Don't come here with your Jimmy bullshit. Only trolls do that. Only trolls do that. What's that rig? This? It's a mobile billboard that travels the United States fighting for your rights to cannabis and hemp. I let people tag it when I'm in town. If you just go look up my name, you will see that I've been to 38 states. I've been out here for 12 years fighting for your rights. Yes, ma'am. I'm trying to get my internet turned on my other phone. I was going to show it to you. Wrong, my friend, wrong. I didn't... Here, let me show you a headline that I made or two. The link right there, or 420jim.com. Yes, my middle name is 20. Oh, bullshit about sign or be blocked. Get up. Don't be putting that stupid shit there. The drivetrain is a turbo 400 transmission, as far as I know. The motor is a 454. And yes, my friends, watch. In Tennessee, they put your last name on top. You can Google that if you don't know that. But look, see, first name is Four, F-O-U-R. See that? F-O-U-R. Middle name is 20, T-W-E-N-T-Y. Last name is bigger, bolder on top is Jim, J-I-M. My name isn't Jimmy, Jimbo, Jim Bob, or none of that bullshit. You want to make fun of my name, it literally means time to get stoned Jim. Because 420 is when everybody used to get stoned, right? the time of day we'd get stoned. Instead of saying, let's smoke a joint, we'd say, hey, it's 420. So literally, it don't mean April 20th. People didn't smoke pot one day. 420 literally is the time to smoke. It's time to smoke. And my name means time to smoke Jim. And I get people jealous over that, which, hey, hey, what can you say? Hey, thank you. All I can do is try and tell people and teach people, but you can bring the horses to the water trough, but you can't make them drink. They're so fed up with the government's bullshit and stuff, they don't want fresh water. They want watered down bullshit. Here's a big fresh trough of new water. Oh, hell no, let's not try that. Let's drink the tainted fluoride water the government feeds us. I mean, that's what it boils down to, isn't it? People don't want to buck the system, make change, and that's why we're stuck right where we are in the system. But look, ever since March 1st of 2014, you'll find me out here fighting for y'all's rights in 38 states. You don't see me locked up in handcuffs or nothing. They're not going to come after you or do nothing to you for signing a petition. .454 Chevy is what's the engine's in it. Hey, thank you, and please go sign the petition at 420jim.com. And yes, I appreciate anybody that gives me the thumbs up and likes and shares the channel. It's nothing but pure truth, my friends. I'm not out here to lie to nobody. Our Creator gave us this herb. That's why we can't have it. It can fuel, clothe, heal, and build America. Every car can run off of hemp fuel. Every car can run off of hemp fuel. Every truck can. We can plant and grow our fuel, but they don't want to. And besides cannabis, everybody needs a little Yahshua. Y'all know him as Jesus. I know him as Yahshua. But everybody needs a little Jesus. If we'd all treat each other by the golden rule, it'd be great. We'd be back in the Garden of Eden. But no, you got to have people that don't want to be like that. That I don't understand. I don't know. They must be either jealous of my name or my mobile billboard, my haters. I don't understand it. Because look, here's a headline or two that I've made. How's that for a headline? You can't spell healthcare without THC. And that was, I think, in Emporia, Kansas. And that's back when my name was Jim Stevens. Back, look at that. First time I came through was 2014. Oh, there's another headline. Yet another headline. Yet another headline. Another headline. Merle's Inlet, South Carolina. A dumbass cop with a weed emblem behind the skull and crossbones. Another headline. That's what happened to the first one. And then I got this one by a Vietnam vet. And now it looks like that. Or that. But you sure can't beat something like that. Can't spell healthcare without THC. They left out the part that you can't spell pharmacy without harm. But see, this is why people get their panties in a twist. Hey, and I meet a lot of good cops like this one. I say good cop, attaboy. He just come to check me out, but then I do little videos like this. Mama's living pound cake. It tastes so nice. It made the sheriff wanna put down his gun and cut him a slice. Of what? Lemon pound cake. He wanna put down his block. Lemon pound cake. Trending on TikTok. Lemon pound cake. He's a family guy. Lemon pound cake. Munchies because he got hot. Lemon pound cake. Pound cake. But I can tell you that I've met 4 officers in Poplar Bluff, Missouri. That was one of them. And I respect them all. Very, very, very good professional officers. Didn't try and violate my rights or nothing. Come by, said hello, asked if there's anything they could help me with or do anything. I mean, that's outstanding police, you know. They probably have a bad one here or two, but thankfully I haven't met them, and I'm not going to say they do because I don't know. But I do know that pretty nice here in Poplar Bluff, Missouri. Unlike Springfield, oh my gosh, I feel like crackheads run Springfield. Hey, thank you, John. Thank you, John. I was just yapping on. Anyhow, I was talking about my name change. Somebody asked if it was not hard. No, it's not hard at all. You go and you got to make a request and you pay the judge. When I was in front of the judge, he said, I asked him, I said, Your Honor, can you make my first name, which used to be Jim, my last name? And he says, yes, yeah, I got that power, but you got to have a first name. And I said, how about 4? And I said, he said, okay, you want a middle name? And I said, how about 20? And he said, okay, your last name, you want Jim? And I'm like, yeah. And he picked up that gavel and said, so ordered. And July 8th of 2019. Yeah, that's a rubber band gun. Yeah. See the rubber bands they shoot? Yeah, it's a rubber band gun. Yeah. Come start some shit and stand in front of it and see how far that rubber band will sting your ass. He left leaning dog. What the hell is that supposed to mean? We got the jealous ones out here today. Let me give you something to be jealous about. Here's something to be jealous about. Are you ready for this? There you go. Let's play a little hillbilly rap for you.
Boot scoop, boots, boom, boom, cat, cat, wobble, wobble, boom, bap. Yeehaw! Drop that wobble beat, cousin. I like the way she wobbles when she walk down the dirt road. Booty jiggling like jelly on a hot biscuit load. Wobble, wobble, shake it left, shake it right. Girl, you got that country thunder, make my overalls tight. I like the way she wobbles, wobbles in them daisy dukes. Dropping it low like she churning butter, no disputes. Wobble, baby, wobble all night long. Hillbilly style, getting wild to this redneck.
Morning, Snap.
At the honky tonk, sipping moonshine from a jar. She roll up in her pickup, ribbon like a NASCAR star. Cowboy hat, tilted freckles on her cheeks so fine. But when she hits the dance floor, all that behind's the vine. She wobble to the left, wobble to the right, like a tractor trailer hauling hay on a Friday night. I ain't no city slicker, I'm a backwoods kind of guy. But she got me hollering, yeah, about to touch the sky. Got cornbread thighs and gravy in her hips. When she drops it low, my jaw just flips. Wobble, wobble, boom. Boom. Screw, screw, banjo blood. Cat, cat, boom, boom. Y'all feel that bass. Wobble on it. I like the way she wobble when she 2 steps cross the barn, making all the fellas jealous, heading off alone. Wobble, wobble, drop it down.
What's up, Ireland?
Where you find her that fried chicken at the county fair? I like the way she wobble, wobble, wobbles like a fishing bobble. Got me hooked like catfish, ain't no way I'm sober. Wobble, baby, wobble till the cows come home. This hillbilly rap got the whole holler on the phone. She ain't no skinny minnie, she stick like molasses sweet. Wobbling through the mud in her bare feet. I pull up on my 4-wheeler, mud tire spinning wild. She wink and say, boy, come get this country child. We line dance to the beat, but she break it down low. Wobble so hard, make the pigs in the pen go whoa. From the trailer to the hayloft, we bouncing all night. Her wobble got more shake than a dog in a fight. Uncle Jed on the fiddle, but I'm spitting this flow. Hillbilly gangster letting everybody know. I like the way she wobbles. Drop it. Get. Drop it. Wobble, 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 wobble. Boom, boom. Wobble, wobble. Yeehaw. Wobble. Wobble way. I like the way she wobbles. Boom, boom. Drop that.
Yelpers. Anyhow, yeah, I just thought I'd come on here for a little bit and say hey and let y'all know what was going on. Get a dog up. I don't know what that means. Whatever that means, my friend, I don't know. Get a dog up. Put a little sticky icky out of this roach on here. Smoke a little sticky icky. Cheers. Damn it, man. Yeah, kind of a wake and bake. Well, I'm not doing the mechanic work today. They are. So I can go ahead and get me a little buzz. You know what I mean? They're the ones doing the mechanic work. So I can get me a little buzz on. Now, tomorrow when I put her back together, different story. What the hell are you talking about? Have you ever tried a dog up? What the hell are you talking about? That just sounds stupid and perverted. Am I missing something? Oh, now I know it's a stupid ass by calling me Jim. Yeah, hey, stupid ass. Take 10 minutes, make another account, stupid. What the hell you mean try and sell a customer? Man, we got some stupid people on here. I don't sell nobody air filters or nothing. You're very stupid. This is a channel about getting cannabis prisoners out of jail and your federal rights, and you want to talk air filters and stuff. See, that's why we don't have legal pot everywhere. stupidity like that. Please sign that petition, everybody. Who gives a shit? Nobody's talking about an air filter. Who gives a shit? Making cannabis a class 3 narcotics going to make a lot more problems for people, even the people that don't drive. And you want to talk air filters. This ain't the mechanics channel. You got the wrong channel, my friend. The important issue is putting you in a timeout for a few minutes. You want to come back 5 minutes from now and talk cannabis and stuff? Cool. Otherwise, go on. I ain't got time for you. I ain't got time for nonsense. Oh, I used to send people in the carnival when I run the Gravitron. Yeah, I used to send them looking for muffler bearings all the time. All the time. My favorite strain? Well, because I'm retired, I'm 67, I only get 1,000 a month. I put 800 a month in this mission. I keep 200, needs for a month, I can't give it all. So I really can't buy much pot, because I'm only giving myself 200 a month to live on, plus my food stamps. The other 800 goes in the mission. So I kind of depend on other people. So my favorite strain would be OP, other people's. I have people like here in Missouri come by and give me some homegrown and stuff, so, which is good and that's great. I mean, I'd rather get donations for fuel, don't get me wrong, but some people can't afford cash for fuel or nothing, but they make sure that I stay stoned wherever I go. I'm getting ready to go into the illegal states. But I don't worry about it. I don't carry nothing. I've been through 2 illegal searches. I make them look like idiots on video. They don't find nothing. They open themselves for a lawsuit. That's all. But I'm fine smoking hemp flower, which most states have that right now. But that's going away next year. Look at Texas. They outlawed all THCA. People don't know what that means. That means even the hemp flower, they call it, 0.3 and less, you can't possess no cannabis whatsoever in Texas anymore. None. Not even what the Farm Bill says, 0.3. No, because every plant is THCA. Every cannabis plant, from hemp to the Jack Herer, one of the most potent, is THCA. Every bit of it, until heat is applied. Then it becomes THC. So Texas outlawed every marijuana plant, and I think Alabama's getting ready to do the same or something. There's a couple of them. Idaho's the same way, if I'm not mistaken. How do you sign it? Oh, that's easy, my friend. Let me show you. Because everybody needs to sign that petition. It's real easy. If you take a second to do it, you just... you go to any search engine that you want. My favorite is Google. I like to use the devil against the devil. So you just search my name, and you can use the numbers 420, or you can spell it out like on my birth certificate. FOURTWNTYJIM. Now, you don't have to read the hundreds of stories about me on the internet. I don't care. And if you want to see some photos and stuff like that, I don't care if you do all that crap. I want you to look up the petition. That's what you're looking for, petition. And there it is, round your way. Press that green button. All you got to do after that is push the button that says sign. Yours will say sign. Mine says share. Once you click the button that says sign, you're on this petition. It tells you the issues and all. And you can also leave a comment about it while you're signing. You don't have to. But look, that one's got 7 likes. I go into Louisiana gas station, purchase a 5th of Jim Beam, and the owner doesn't go to jail. It should be the same with pot. See, I agree. So you have a chance to not only sign the petition and be number 1685, this is your chance to have a voice to the federal government, all of Congress, and the president. Why wouldn't you want to take a minute and put your voice out? Are you that damn scared of the federal government or something? I mean, hell, I've been out here since March 1st of 2014. I'm not in jail. I've been through 2 illegal searches. I legally changed my name and all kinds of shit. Hell, I got Calvins in the windows pissing on. That's the city judge of Springfield. That's the entire Springfield City Council. They got Calvins, you can see, pissing on them. That's what I think about it. You want to piss on them, right? Well, let's go to court. But it's real easy. Just sign and share that petition, man. Hey, if I'm wrong and they don't take recreational away next year and put all these stupid restrictions, say I'm wrong. But don't cut your nose off to spite your face. You probably should be on that petition because this old guy might know what he's talking about. Back in 2018, I tried to tell Texas, if you vote into criminalization, you're never going to see legal weed. You're agreeing that it should be illegal. And that's exactly what you're doing. When you vote into criminalization, you're automatically agreeing that you've done wrong. It should be illegal. You'll pay a fine. You'll lose your pot, whatever. You're sorry. You won't do it no more. But again, you're going to do it, and they're going to bust you, and you're going to do it, and they're going to bust you. That's the criminalization. Prove me wrong. In no way, shape, or form is it make it legal. Well, they voted into criminalization, and they ain't got legal pot. I was there in 2018, all up and down Texas, making local news and shit. And what'd they do? They voted it in. Texas got just what they deserved. And now, this week, no cannabis whatsoever is illegal in Texas. No 0.3 at the weed stores or nothing. Right on. Thanks for signing it. We need legalized weed and making it a class 3 narcotic controlled substance. We don't want that. We don't want that. No, that's not what we need. Keywords, narcotic controlled substance. Alcohol is not a narcotic controlled substance. Neither's caffeine or neither's tobacco. And all 3 of them have killed hundreds of thousands of people. So if you want to like alcohol, tobacco, or caffeine, a drug, which it's not, it's an herb. The only reason tobacco is so bad and kills you and stuff is all the chemicals they add to it. The tobacco plant itself is really not that bad. We're not supposed to smoke any substance. So don't get me wrong. I don't tell nobody to smoke nothing. But I don't judge other people. As long as they ain't hurting nobody, I don't give a shit what someone else does. Goodbye, stupid. Take 30 minutes with your stupid air filter comments. USA, Trump, Israel, Ukraine. You know what I say to that drift? How about just saying the world? The world, everybody. Don't just single out a couple countries and stuff. Please. Think about everybody on this planet. Because we're all on one planet, right? People nowadays, right now, we could go over to TikTok, Facebook and shit, and people are going to argue whether the world is a circle spinning through space or whether it's a flat plane. Let me ask you a question. Does it really matter if it's a freaking pyramid or a Rubik's Cube? No. It don't matter at all. We're all here on planet Earth, no matter what longitude or latitude. We're all on planet Earth, correct? We're supposed to be here taking care of it. You know, tilling the land and everything, but yet we're digging holes in the ground, sucking out what we lie and say is fossil fuel, yet it's 5 times deeper than any fossil's ever been. So, I mean, it's proven that that's a lie about fossil fuel, but anyhow, we could grow it. 1 acre of marijuana makes 300 gallons of fuel. When the plant grows, it filters radiation, and it takes out 25% more carbon monoxide than any other plant on Earth. It's scrubbing our air. Yeah, All these chemtrails are putting up there destroying our world. It would help scrub them out of the air as they come down. So, planet Earth, who cares what shape it is? We're there, right? Second thing you got to remember is a human being, just like a dog. You got pit bull, Rottweiler, yada yada, terrier, all kind, right? But they're all one thing: a dog. Now, unless you're one of the fallen angels, one of them 200 that hit Earth, or a demon, or a Nephilim, or part of their offspring back then, you're like me. You're a human being. You came in this world naked and nothing. You're going to leave naked and nothing. You bleed red while you're here. You're going to pay taxes and die, guaranteed. That's what you are. You're taught color and race and sex and all that. Who gives a shit? You're simply a human being just like me. You're no better, no worse, no nothing. We're equal. And we should treat everybody equal. We are a human being on planet Earth. And you mix in that third ingredient, the most important one. Do unto others. You don't want to be lied to, stolen from, bullied, beat up, or nothing. That's why we have these stupid trolls. Somebody bullied them, so they got to go on the internet and bully others. Hey, stop that. Treat everybody the way you want to be treated. You live that golden rule while you're on planet Earth. You know where you just arrived? The Garden of Eden. If we could live like them three simple things, planet Earth, human being, golden rule, we'd all be back in the Garden of Eden. I'd like for one person to prove me wrong on that. Hey, right on, John. Thank you, thank you, thank you. In case you don't see me, right on. Happy Easter, everybody. What's a beautiful idea but not real? What are you talking about? It's a beautiful idea but not real. What's not real? What are you talking about? Please explain. ALZ, please explain what you're saying there. I'd love to know what you're trying to say. Oh, the idea of equality? Yeah, it'll never happen. It's not real. Yeah, it would never happen. It could be real, but I'm with you. It'll never happen. To know good, you've got to know bad. To know light, you got to know dark. To know left, you got to know right. So it will never happen that we all got together and lived like we're supposed to. Nope. They got to be good and bad. So you're absolutely right. But man, we could all try and work on it. You know what I mean? Be a lot better world. Be a lot better world, right? But someone always wants to control someone or think they're better of them than someone else because of the pigment of their skin or whatever. You know what I mean? Their ideology and stuff. The pinky and the brain syndrome, you know? Someone always wanting to control someone else. So, I mean, me, I don't know. I believe in peace, love, and cannabis for all. Anybody that wants it should be able to have it. It's a God-given herb. And if y'all want to know how to beat a cannabis charge, I don't give a shit if it's in Texas or Washington, D.C. or where. I can tell you exactly how to beat a cannabis charge. What started this mission, I was charged with 2 counts of sales of marijuana. I was set up by a snitch. Yeah, they had it on audio and video and everything, and I didn't do no jail time. I asked the jury to prove one thing and one thing only. Because, see, the state's got to prove every point of their case. They got to prove it was you. They got to prove it was a substance. They got to prove every point of their case. They tell me that marijuana is a class 1 narcotic hallucinogenic, no medical value. And all I said is prove that to my jury. Bring in a chemist and prove to my jury what narcotic is in marijuana. Because, see, I get to bring in an expert to testify that's wrong and break down why it's wrong. You see where I'm getting? There's never been a narcotic in marijuana. Never will be unless they add one. Yeah. Instead of facing me in trial, I mean, they had all the evidence in the world to convict me. All they had to do is prove to the world what narcotic was in marijuana. That'd be good for their drug war and all, right? Instead, they said I was incompetent to stand trial. A few months later, March 1st of 2014, I hit the road and became 420 Jim, fighting for everyone's rights since. There is no narcotic in cannabis. I don't care how much they lie to you. They can't bring in a chemist into court and prove one. So to let them call it a Class 3 narcotic controlled substance is retarded. And y'all are all falling into this retarded Schedule 3 bullshit, just like Texas did when they said decriminalization. All you're doing, people, is screwing yourselves. And they're sitting back laughing at you. No, I mean, they didn't give me a time or nothing. I mean, they got to get the torches on the truck and all kinds of stuff, you know. I told them, you know, and maybe they got an emergency job this morning. I told them I'm not worried until come Monday. I want it done by Monday, you know. Give them the, you know, if they can make it today, they're supposed, whatever, cool. But I also understand emergency or something could come up. You know what I mean? And that's cool. That's great. They know that I'm not pressing nothing until Monday. I'm surprised they're doing it before the weekend, honestly. I mean, kudos to O'Reilly and the mechanics and stuff they're sending, because I never thought anything would be done until next week anyway. So if they show up today and take care of it, man, that's outstanding, you know? It'll give me plenty of time to finish up everything before Monday or Tuesday. Either Monday evening or Monday afternoon or Tuesday morning, I'll be taking off. I want to be here Monday morning and afternoon because I don't want to go over until Tennessee until a weekday. You know, I'd rather go to a new place during a weekday when City Hall and shit's open. And I can call them and say, hey, I didn't make it last week. I was wrote down, but I'm coming to your town tomorrow, you know, give them another heads up. Because they're probably wondering why I didn't show up. Hey, well, thank you, Margaret. I hope y'all come back at noon. We should know whether they've been here or got it fixed yet or whatnot. But, hey, like I say, if they had an emergency come up or something, I'm very understanding. As long as it gets done by Monday, I'm happy. You know, I want them to take their time, get her done right and everything, and whatever they need to do, I'm going to try and help them do it. You know what I mean? I found my channel, and I don't know who that is. The feds are going to raid you. Hey, stupid. Here, take it out, stupid. Oh my God, let's put stupid in for timeout. Hey, call your mom instead of the feds. Maybe do something. The feds are stupid. If the feds wanted to do anything, they would go after the two trolls that's been making my life pure hell for 6 years. You tell them feds to come on over here. Let me show them some evidence and fill their ears. Send them feds, you idiot, would you? Meanwhile, call your mama. Maybe she'll care. Because the feds don't give a shit. Oh, I'm going to give them a good review no matter what. Oh, yeah, I mean, O'Reilly's went above and beyond. And if I find out the mechanics name, whatnot, and this, that, and the other, oh, yeah, I'm going to, yeah, an excellent review. Because, I mean, they went above and beyond, especially to try and get her done this week and all. You know, I mean, I can't say nothing bad. Gave me all new parts. Got a brand new torque wrench, so it's within specs and everything. I mean, I couldn't. It couldn't be. No, they couldn't do any better. They couldn't do any better. You know what I mean? And you got to stand behind a parts company like that. So I will be using O'Reilly's as my number one parts as I'm traveling. I used to be an AutoZone guy because they've always treated me fair and the best. But O'Reilly kicked it out of the park, man. They really did. What a change from a couple of months ago. They called the police and me parked outside on the road. That happened in Ozark, Missouri. But, I forgive them for it. And I went in and bought parts and stuff afterwards and all. But that first time, they kind of freaked out about me being parked out on the street. And maybe they know my mission and what I'm doing and all now. And they're showing, instead of being against it, they see the importance of putting it back on the road and getting it on the road and whatnot. You know what I mean? Because they've bent over backwards to get the Cannebago back on the road. I can't say enough good about O'Reilly's. Oh, sure you did. Sure you did. Sure you did. Everybody, make sure to thank him for ordering a brand new crate engine, would you? How you going to do that? You don't even know where I'm at. You don't even know where to send it to. Oh, the clowns we have on the internet. Yeah, happy Easter weekend, everyone. Hey, you don't mind if I don't hold my breath until that crate engine arrives, do you? Well, Chris, what do you mean? I don't have to worry if that bolt don't come out or not. You know why? Because it was a defective product, and they're doing whatever it's going to take to fix that defective, what it did. Now, if that bolt don't come out, well, I guess they're going to get me another block, aren't they? So, yeah, I mean, I hope that the bolt comes out and we can get it right on down the road. If they have to get another block, oh well. You know what I mean? That's what insurance and shit's for. So, just like yesterday, Doug said, O'Reilly's ain't going to do nothing. Well, O'Reilly's been doing a lot, so he was totally wrong. All I know is they've taken responsibility. They've done drilled on the bolt and stuff like that, so they are now responsible and took responsibility of fixing that engine. If they can't get it out, oh well, all they got to do is send me another block. I'm not asking for new engine or anything like that. I just want to get back to square one before the bolt broke off. That's all I want. If they can get the bolt out or they have to give me a new block, I don't care. I just want to get back on the road. But they've already assumed liability and everything. When they first come in here and touched it and made a drill mark on it, they assumed liability. Prove me wrong on that. Yeah, we'll see. All I can say is they've kept to their word and they've done exactly what they said they was going to do. And I believe them. They're going to fix it. Hell, they've already sent me brand new head bolts They just didn't send me one head gasket because, the head gasket's been compressed. They sent me a complete head gasket kit for both heads and everything. So they didn't just take the cheap route and send me a $30 gasket. They sent another $100 complete kit for both sides. And brand new, never used torque wrench. Calibrated, ready to go. So O'Reilly's is doing their best. So, and do I think they're going to see it through? Absolutely. Absolutely. But that's why they pay insurance and stuff, I'm sure. I'm sure they'd rather it only cost a couple hundred than $1,000 or whatever, you know what I mean? But there gets a point, like, what if something happens this morning and they bust a water jacket? Someone owes me a block. That's why when everybody was saying, oh, just drill it and tap it. No, I'm not touching that. I didn't put it the way it is. I used their torque wrench, their product, and it broke off. And it was the 13th bolt. The other 12 didn't break or nothing, so it's not like anything I done wrong. Even if you had, let's say, something down in the hole or something, like an air pocket of water, it don't matter. When you hit 75 pounds, it should stop. It should bottom out. When you hit 75 pounds, if it hits anything, because someone can say, oh, you didn't blow the holes out. The hell I didn't. My compressor's right there and all. You know what I mean? But definitely you're going to blow the holes out. Might be water down there or a little piece of gasket, whatever. But yeah, you blow all the bolt holes out. But even when it hit 75 pounds, you shouldn't have been able to put any more torque on it after that. So either it was a bad bolt, which broke before 75 pounds, or the torque wrench malfunction. I don't know. It worked fine on the previous 12. Why that happened on the lucky 13, I don't know. But shit happens. And that's why people carry insurance. I don't want to sit here another whole week and do that. I'm out there trying to get signatures. This hurts me every day that I'm parked. You know what I mean? But what the hell? If they're going to fix it and make it up, all I can do is say, okay, when the good Lord's ready for me to be out of here, I'll be out of here. He found me a place to park. He sent me to the auto port store that when that devil was going to have this happen, that backed it up. I mean, I try and look at all the good things. God's been great, and he's going to continue to be great. Like that movie, The Blues Brothers, when they went around saying, I'm on a mission from God. I am. Why make his plant illegal and take it away? It's the plant that heals all nations. Yeah, either way, I'm getting it fixed. What do you mean at the end of the day they didn't do the work? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? So you come on here and you don't even know the story, or what are you talking about? At the end of the day, they didn't do the work. I don't know what that means. We're not even at the end of the day. And I didn't hire these people, okay, that's coming out to strike the bolt. I didn't hire them. But I bet you they're one of the best, because I don't think O'Reilly's would hire somebody just, that wasn't one of the best. I mean, I can't say I've never used them or anything, but from what I've heard about them and all, they're one of the best companies out here. And they put things to the side just to come and help me out. So you're right, it's not out yet, but hell, it could crack the jacket. They could do a lot of things. But if it gets any more messed up, that just means they owe me a block. Hell, it's a lot easier for me to put another engine in than to do a head job. The head job, all they're doing is taking off the boat. I still got to bolt it down, torque the heads down, put the valves, the valves are in. I got to set the valves, put the push rods in, and put the manifolds, exhaust intake on, put it in time. I still got a lot of work to do. It's easier to yank that engine out than to put heads on. True story. I can put an engine in and out in one day. You can't do a head job in one day. It'd take you at least 2. It's a lot easier if I was to swap that block out. But, and hell, if they wanted to take the block to the shop, they just had to send a tow truck and yank it out and go take it to the shop, you know. But somebody would have had to disconnect it and everything. But shit, 2 motor mounts, 5 on the torque converter and 6 bolts around the housing. So 2 dozen bolts and that engine block would just pop out of there. Well, I do ignore them because I asked them the question, what do you mean at the end of the day they didn't do the work? It's not the end of the day or anything. To me, that's just a stupid comment. And then people get mad when I use the word stupid. What else can you use? To me, it was stupid to come make that comment and the day ain't over and anything. But he is telling the truth. It ain't over until the fat lady sings. But you know what? I'm still going to tell everybody use O'Reilly's. They stand behind their products, you know, even though it's not over with yet. Because I have no reason to believe that they don't. So far, they've showed me that they do 1,000%. So I'm happy, real happy with that. Good morning, John. Yeah. Well, heck. Damn, it's been an hour and a half this morning. Hey, and about the time I end this, they're going to show up. Watch. But I'm glad I came on this morning because we got people to sign the petition this morning. Yeehaw! I like that. 3's more than we had. Well, thank you, John. Thank you, thank you. But I think I need to find something to get into. What time is it? Oh, 8:47. That ain't bad. So, anybody else got anything we should talk about real quick before I get off of here? Questions, comments, concerns? You know, I was thinking the same thing. And about time for me to walk over here and get a sausage biscuit or something from the gas station. I'm sure as soon as I get off of here and as soon as I try to walk away for a minute, they're going to be pulling up. Isn't that how it usually happens? I mean, I've got everything ready for them right now. The front door's tied open and all. That's why I don't want to walk to the Dollar General. I'll walk up to the truck stop here and get me a sandwich real quick because the door's tied open. I don't want the dogs to get the idea they can get out or nothing. And if I'm only gone a minute, it'll be all right. But if they knew that that front was open and whatnot, they'd be trying to get out, I'm sure. They know not to go out the side door. I don't know about the front door. Oh, shucks. Oh, a friend's going to bring me some eggs, I think, Monday. So you're absolutely right. Heck, I'll take y'all with me. Let's go walk up here and get an Egg McMuffin or something at the gas station. Got to put a little Jesus in my pocket. You never know when you're going to run across people. You know what I mean? Move, little ones. That's what I'm talking about. I got my door tied open. They can get right in. Can't see out here with that sun glare. Well, almost sun glare up there behind me. I can't see the screen. I have to read that in a minute. That looks like the mechanic right there. Might be. Morning.
Morning.
Pretty sure that was, yeah, it might be the guy coming to take the bolt out. Thank you. Funny meeting him here at the store. That was him.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So that's one of them. Up here getting coffee at the store, I guess. And let's leave a little Jesus over here on the gas pump, huh? Well, one of the mechanics just showed up. That's the one that was drilling it yesterday. California, there you go. So I suspect the crew will be showing up within a half hour or less, whatever. I like picking up the trash around the area. That way I don't get blamed for it. Well, I don't like doing it. I do it. I had to change that. There's nothing that I like about doing it. I just do it. Move little ones. Well, I know where they are anyway, or one of them. So that ain't very far from getting back over here to me. Right on. Right on. Right on. Right on. Cool. Well, shucks, folks. Looks like we're going to get things here on the ball. I can't wait. I appreciate you. Yeah, I love everybody to hit that like button. Most of all, sign the petition. The petition's the important thing. Well, where is everybody this morning? Nobody got any more questions, comments, or concerns? I knew I should have got a soda. Well, I just fight for our cannabis rights, that's all. Nobody belongs in jail for weed, and we need it federally legal. Here you go, Mama. Thanks, Frank. Betty. Yep, y'all got a piece, see? Yep. Huh. Got to share with the doggies. Right on. Well, I take care of my 3 dogs and travel the country fighting and everyone's rights to cannabis and hemp. I do it with a mobile billboard. Have you seen the mobile billboard?
This
Just in case you haven't seen it, check this out.
Yeah, come on, take a little trip with the frost. We about to go low ride. Oh yeah, another night on the boulevard, cruising hard, and everybody's low ride. Take a little trip with the frost. And you know what, man? Everything is gonna be alright. Yeah, bumper to bumpers, all eyes on me. Rolling a Chico G63, convertible rag top, and the rag top's down.
Right on.
Dance with the big boom sound. Lift the front and back, pancake from the bottom up. And when we rolling on 3 of them, rock the what's up. Here comes the homeboy cruising down the Longmont, hitting the
Thank you.
switches in a 39 bomb.
You see it at the evening at the end of the song. It looks even better.
Hey, yo, ALT, man. What you doing on the boulevard, loco? Cruising. The bass escapes from the window. It's going low. Go. Yo, you can hear the bass of the rat. It's old break. Fry ass and dollar dump. Ain't got the gold. Kicking back and yo, soaring like an eagle. Frost in a Jeep and round ends in a Regal. We're looking at the fine ladies bumping the fresh tapes. Seeing the sparks from my car when the flame scrapes. Girls from blocks and blocks, they come in flocks and flocks. Ready to box, cause my 64 rocks. We call it a caravan, and yes, y'all, we're rolling hard. A single file line on the boulevard.
I like my name too. It stands for Time to Get Stoned to Jim.
Yo, Mellow, man, what's that you bumping in your ride, man? What's that you bumping in your ride, huh?
There we go. It's a mobile billboard. Thank you. Right on, Johnny B. My friends call me 4. That's my first name. I don't answer to Jim. That's my last name. If people want to call me Mr. Jim, I'll answer to that.
You know what I'm saying? With your out there cruising, girls wanna be using Jim Walski. And you know it's fly.
You gotta admit, she does look pretty fly. Well, there you go. I was brought up old school, you know. You call someone Mr. Smith, Mr. Rogers, Mr. Jim, whatever. If it's their last name, that's what you did. That way people know it's your last name. My friends call me Four. I wished everybody called me Four. If I wanted to be called Jim, I wouldn't have changed my name. My name used to be Jim. Be kind of stupid to want to be called Jim when you changed your name away from Jim. I just wish people call me by my first name, treat me like a friend. Hey, Four, what's up? But, I mean, I've been called worse. But hell, people can call me hippie, pot man, whatever. I don't care. It's just when they call me by my last name, I prefer when they put Mr. in front of it. That's just what you do. It lets everybody know that's your last name. You know, people wonder, well, why are we calling him Mr. Jim? You know, well, because that's my last name. Hey, I respect you back. I try and respect everyone. I believe in peace, love, and cannabis for all. I really, really do. All I've done for the last 11 and a half years is tell everybody the benefits of cannabis and the truth about it, and remind everybody they all need a little Jesus. Roll another day. There you go. Well, I can't wait to get back on the road soon. That might happen. Well, it should happen Monday. The people are coming here shortly to extract the bolt that got broke off in my engine block. Faulty part, faulty torque wrench, whatever. It don't matter. It broke and it's being fixed. That's the main thing. And I can't say enough for the good people at O'Reilly's for standing by their parts and sending me new replacement parts and all. Yeah. So we'll see what happens. Hopefully Monday evening or Tuesday morning, I'll be pulling out, headed to Tennessee. After Tennessee, I'll be going down to Georgia, Atlanta, Georgia area, and then eventually into Tampa, Florida, and Sarasota, Florida. Those were my old stomping grounds. 420 Jim's a Floridian. That's where I went to school and all that. Bounced around a few foster homes. Spent a year at the reform school. Right on. Well, I'm 67. I can't wait to be on the road again. Oh, yeah, I've been to Ohio a few times. Matter of fact, I got a couple of real good friends, Peggy and Glenn. I came and was court support for them a couple of times up there in Ohio. I went to their trial when they was being, they were medical patients that still got charged. And long story and whatnot, but it was Peggy Sue and Glenn. Uh, they're on Facebook, but I'm banned from Facebook, so I lost contact with them. But I'm sure they're still there and all. But yeah, I've come to Ohio a few times, and here's you an Ohio fact. Even though I've only lived in Ohio for a year with my ex-wife, and I forget what year that was, I was born in Ironton, Ohio. We didn't live in Ohio. We lived across the river in Kentucky. But my birth certificate, I was born at a hospital in Ironton, Ohio. And then, went over to Kentucky first couple of years of my life, I guess. And by the time I was like 5 or 6, we moved to Florida. So I originally come from Ohio. And Kentucky. Oh yeah, it's gonna be so cool to get that bolt out. I mean, my heart just sunk. I didn't know what I was going to do or nothing. All of a sudden, I had a junk engine. Because I'm not going to attempt to take it out or anything. It takes somebody that knows what they're doing. And according to this guy, which is a professional, it's going to take heat and everything else. And that's why they're bringing their torches and stuff today. They sound like they know what the heck they're doing. You know what I mean? And I appreciate that. I don't want some fly-by-night to come. You know what I mean? I really appreciate that O'Reilly's took the time to find the people and that the people took the time to do it. Because they do have a couple more customers that were ahead of me. But because they all realize the importance, they're going to come do it today. You can't beat that. You know what I mean? That's just great service all the way around. Hey, and if they don't get it out today and they have to work tomorrow or Monday, that's cool. That's cool. As long as I can get her done by Monday, I'm happy. Because Tuesday I can put her together and still be, Wednesday or Thursday down in Tennessee. Oh, wow, Johnny B, that's cool. That is cool. I'll be damned. I don't know where that is, but yeah, I'm headed down. I think I'm stopping in Jackson, Tennessee, and then down towards Nashville and shit, and then down towards Atlanta, Georgia. That's my plans anyway. I like that. I like that. It don't matter where you come from, it's where you're going. Absolutely. Hey, and I'm going to see the Creator. I'm trying my best. I don't want to see Satan at the end of this ride. Nope, I'd rather see my Father at the end of this ride. Cheers. So, how'd everybody like the moonshot yesterday? For them to do that on April Fool's Day of all things. You talk about throwing something in your face. It ain't no different than having a class 1 narcotic, no medical value, and holding the medical patent on it. Ain't no thing. of all days, April Fool's Day. NASA wants you to believe that they launched a rocket off to the moon with this astronauts in it and go. When I was watching the Verizon flights or whatever the hell they were, remember them? Them ladies, they're showing their hairdo off and putting their makeup on and all in space. How come there was not one photo of any crew member or anything in that capsule or anything? How come they didn't show any of that yeah, a lot of CGI bullshit. But, yeah, that rocket went up and that rocket came back down. NASA, never a straight answer. I've seen where there's videos that say that they showed like a zip line or something down from the rocket and saying that as the crew got off through the zip line. If I remember right, and if you go search Google and whatnot, or you go do a little research, right beside the tower where they launch, like with the Challenger launch and all, right next to the tower is an escape chute. And like I say, you can go read this. This is factual. In case something was to go wrong, them astronauts could come out of the spaceship and they got to get off the platform immediately and whatnot. It's not a zip line or nothing. I think that's where they're trying to distract you. When they built the launch platform and all, right next to the rocket, you come out of that rocket, there's a chute that you jump in, and it takes you all the way down like 3 stories below the rocket, and they're in a blast room until the rocket leaves the launch pad and everything, directly underneath the rocket. True story. So why they said that there's a thing going out now saying they took a zip line from the rocket and whatnot, I don't think so. When they got off the rocket, they just went to the escape platform next door. I wonder if we can ask Google about that and see if they'll tell us anything about it. See, I went and seen one of the Apollos. My dad was a charter bus driver at one time, and we took a charter up to watch the launch. I got to walk through the museum and everything, and I think it was 3 miles away from the launch pad, and the ground shook and everything. You seen it go up. Is there an escape tunnel from the launch pad at NASA leading underneath to a blast room? I wonder if they'll tell you. Oh, geez, look at this. Look at this. Of course, yes. Keyword, yes. A 200-foot rubber-lined tunnel leading to the strong-mounted concrete bunker 40 feet below. Did we learn something today, my friends? I love learning something all the time. I love learning something all the time. So when they say they seen the astronaut zip, they're just trying to prove conspiracy theories and whatnot. Why wouldn't they just jump down that tunnel? But it is what it is. Oh, I appreciate it, but right at the moment we have enough mods for the channel, and when we replace one, I get it okayed by all the other mods. That's just worked really good for my channel. But right at the moment, we've got plenty of them. But hey, if we lose one and you remind me, I'll put your name out there with the other mods. They're the ones that make the decision. I leave. I mean, ultimately the decision's mine, but I try and leave it up to my moderators. At least I want to hear their opinion, yada yada and whatnot. Kind of giving respect back to the mods, because the ones I've got, they've been doing a great job. Oh, I got to admit, as a kid, seeing the Apollo blast off and everything, That was cool, but I remember going through the museum and seeing that what they were supposed to land on the moon with and all, and I'm like, man, ain't no fucking way. And I was just a kid then, you know. It looked like a erector set you could build in your backyard and whatnot. Just like we took a car up there, right? Remember the moon rover? What did it run on? What did it run on? Remember, it's super, 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 super cold up there, so batteries wasn't an option. You can't run a motor. There's no, you know, what did that thing run on? Well, right on. Hey, I appreciate everybody that hangs in and supports the channel, especially if they take a minute to go over there and sign the petition. That only takes a minute, and no one belongs in jail for weed, and it needs to be federally legal. And if you search my name, and that's my legal name, that's how it's spelt on the driver's license, birth certificate, and everything, 420 Jim. I don't care if you look at the stories or image or anything, I want you to hit that word petition. Click that green button. And now it takes you to a legal petition at change.org. The Obama administration started this platform, I think, years back. But anyhow, we want to release all cannabis prisoners under federal and state law and make it legal for everyone. If you go, yours to say sign. You click it, it's going to ask for a name, address, and an email. It's been an hour ago since someone signed, and someone signed an hour before that. Hell, if we can get someone signing it every hour, we'd be doing great. We're working on it. Someone go sign it now so we keep another one. We have 3 over the last 3 hours. That'd be cool. And make sure you get a friend to sign it too. You don't have to donate to it. It don't put fuel in the tank or nothing. If you donate to the petition, they share it to other people, they say. Me, I say, please sign and share it yourself. If you can donate to it, go for it, you know. I don't get the money. Where it goes, I guess, is to change.org. They make it sound like you want to help me out. It don't help me out. You signing and sharing helps me out a lot. The only way to help me out is through the Cash App or meet me in person. Or I do have a GoFundMe and a Venmo, or not Venmo, Chime and PayPal. Oh, Mr. Tanner, yeah. Yeah. Good morning. My name's not Jim, but good morning. My friends call me by my first name, For. If you'd like to be my friend, please call me For. If you don't want to be my friend, please be formal, not informal. If you must call me by my last name, please put a Mr. in front of it. I'd appreciate that. I give that respect to everyone. If your last name was Robert, Smith, Jones, or something, I'd call you Mr., right? Well, that's what I ask of my followers and my people on my channel. If you want to use my last name, please put Mr. in front of it. But hey, I prefer everybody to be my friend and call me by my first name, For, F-O-U-R. I remind you, ZD Top, right on. But yeah, Greg, everything's cool. I've got mechanics on their way to extract the head bolt. Here, let me take a hit and we'll take a walk outside. I'll show the outside of the mobile billboard off for if there's anybody here that hasn't seen it, you know. Cheers. Anyhow, at some point today, I think. But like I say, sometimes shit happens. It could get canceled to tomorrow. I'm not going to count my chickens, you know, before they hatch. But they know me. I said, as long as it's done by Monday, it's cool. But they said, no, we'd like to get it done as soon as we can. But here's the mobile billboard. He gave us every herb-bearing seed. He didn't stutter. And yes, everyone needs a little Jesus. If you're in the area, come by and I'll give you one. To make marijuana against the law is like saying God made a mistake. My God makes no mistake. That's where you can sign the petition. No one belongs in jail for weed. You got to excuse the mess because I'm in the middle of putting heads on. But yeah, that block over there, oh, right up here, this very first bowl hole, the head bolt snapped. That's number 13. See that chart there? That number the holes, and that way you know how to stagger them and which one to do and everything. You know, I keep a reference right there. I'll do one side, come over and do the other. And that way you keep it, you know, in sequence from the center out, you know what I mean? And I do it in 3 stages, 25, 50, and 75. But anyhow, the 13th bolt that I tightened down to the 75 went tink and broke. So now a company's coming out and has strapped that out of the block. Then I'll be able to put new head bolts in and a new head gasket like I was doing and all, and hopefully be down the road Tuesday. Yeah, my name is 4. Absolutely. My friends call me 4. It's just like that up there on the windshield. My YouTube channel name and everything, 420 Jim. That is my name. July 8th of 2019, a judge in Kingston, Tennessee, declared that to be my legal name. Hey, and the tagging you see? Look, I even got a Hub City Normal donated $10 to me one time. But anyhow, the tagging, I put in $800 a month. I get $1,000 in food stamps. I keep $200 and my food stamps to live on. That's why if you see me drink a beer or something, it's probably from my $200 or someone bought me one. But I put in $800 a month out of my check to keep this on the road, and then people that help out on the internet or you see me in person. Yeah, don't trust the liars and thieves at AAA. Right now they owe me over $800 and a tire. But anyhow, I love giving back to the people, and people come by and they donate a penny, nickel, dime, dollar, roach, whatever. I let them tag it. A lot of people don't see me or nothing, you know, because I don't get to their town and state, and they'd like to be on it. Well, heck, I just started a couple months ago where if you send a donation online, I will come out here and write something on here for you. You know, like that. Someone asked me to put that one on, this one I put on, just anything I put on. There's a few of them. Someone bought me a joint to get stoned, so, you know, I put that on there for them. And that's one thing, and what I'll do. If someone says, hey, here's $5 to buy a beer, that's exactly what I do. If someone says, hey, go buy a joint, that's exactly what I do. But if somebody just donates, I put it to what is the most important thing I need. And that's normally fuel or whatever for the Kennebago. I'll put the mission first. But if somebody makes a donation specifically for a beer, a hamburger, whatever, that's what I use the donation for. If it's a general donation, well, like now, I'd be using it for parts and stuff. And after parts and stuff, I'd be filling up the tank at $3.89 a gallon. Jeez. Oh, and you're still jealous. He comes in here every day asking me if I'm still wasting him, and you're still jealous? Oh, I hear you. Oh, shit. Right on. You know, back when I was a kid in Florida, we got sent to the reform school for being beyond control of parents. I kept running away. Anyhow, me and another kid developed a plan. We was going to steal a knife out of the kitchen and get the cook's assistant's keys, drive over to the airport and steal a helicopter. I mean, of course, the plans got foiled when my friend got caught with the knife that I stole and gave to him. He told him the whole plan, and I had to go in the hole for a little while. But yeah, I was reading a book on how to fly a helicopter and shit. I never forget that shit. You know, I was 15 years old, and we was going to grab this lady's car and go steal a helicopter and fly away. Dude, you're still making your stupid comments. No, they're coming this morning. I seen one of the mechanics up here at the gas station, so he's probably waiting for the rest of the truck and everything. I mean, I don't know. Waiting on the mechanic. So I think there's supposed to be 3 or 4 of them, or a couple of them. I think the owner's coming and 2 other mechanics or something. I don't know. I know he was very, very, very nice and professional and everything. And like I told him, you know, hey, as long as we get her done by Monday, I'm happy. Oh, you don't know what anything can do. Why you want to come on here and be stupid? Every time you say something, you make yourself look more and more stupid. Why don't you put Jesus in your heart? Don't worry about me, stupid. You know? Put a little Jesus in your heart. I'll pray for you, stupid. I pray you get them demons out of you. Keyboard demons. Da, da, da. All I can do is pray for the stupid and the trolls, and you know, that's all I can do for them. Right on. Well, no one's supposed to snitch on you. I'm on Central Time, and I normally do a live at noon and 7 p.m. I'm doing one this morning because I was bored, and I got mechanics coming to fix something. Wasted drug, man. What an idiot. See, I said every time you make a post, you look more and more and more and more like an idiot. And yes, you're just jealous of my shitty van. It shows. Your stupidity shows. That's a shoe you can wear because, man, it fits you. Oh, goodness sakes. I mean, hey, you're entitled to your own opinion, even if it's stupid. Oh no, we never stole the helicopter. We never. The plan got foiled. We didn't escape the reform school. My friend got caught. He wanted to hold the knife, and we was going to plan out the rest, you know. of our escape and everything. Like I say, we're only 15 years old, and he wanted, he said he could hide the knife and whatnot. Well, he got caught with it, and then he snitched out the whole plan and everything. So, yeah, um, we didn't get to take the keys, the car, or nothing. I'm glad I didn't go try and fly the helicopter. Oh, I don't worry about the trolls. I pray for them. They need our prayer. They got demons so far into them. The only thing that's going to work, forgive them and pray for them. Hey, Feldman, why don't you become a human being? Put Christ in your heart. Do unto others. You don't want people to say that you got nose hair or ear hair and you like an ogre, or that you got bad. You don't want people picking on you. So why are you doing it to others? My hair has not a damn thing to do with you. Not a damn thing. You don't like it? Don't come on my channel and look at it. You know what I mean? Hell, we might not like your hair. Or do you have hair? Are you jealous? You don't have any? Or you can't grow it long? I mean, come on, put some love in your heart. Oh, I can't wait either. I can't wait either. I hope we're allowed to give them a hug. That's what they want you to do. I've got mods that, they take care of me. And then, like these, when I do these specials, like if you come at noon and 7, you'll see them. But they could be right now on here and just, I think earlier I seen where one of them timed someone out or something. But heck, I got to have fun too. I ignore most of them. I combat, react or say something back to some of them. But if they want to just keep being stupid, I'll throw them off the channel. I'm not here making money. I'm not trying to make money. This ain't about making money. So I don't care. Sure, I'd love to have 1 million people watching my channel and signing the petition. But I'm not here trying to, make money or nothing like that. I'm not monetized. I don't make 1 penny. I put in $800 a month and I let people tag the Cannabago. And online, if they make an online donation, hell, I'll take a marker and tag it for you. That's why there's up there people's names and shit on the back wall, because they sent a donation in. And I offer that. So if there's anybody out there that would like to help with the repairs I'm doing right now, putting head gaskets in and all, I could really use help with fuel. I got the parts covered. All the parts are covered, but I could sure use help with fuel. And my Cash App is the $420-JIMS. And the petition's at 420dem.com. Give me a minute and I'll show you what they're working on. 454 heads, or a 454 block. Not heads, it's an engine block. right over there is a bolt broke off underneath that sleeve there. There's a head bolt. Those are head bolts over there. This is an old head bolt. So anyhow, there's 16 bolts in the head. You know, see, there's one there, one there, one there, one there. Down here, there's 5, and below that is 4. And you start in the center, and then you go down, and then you go over, and then you crisscross them, 1, 2. That's the pattern right there. That way, you know, you don't get confused or nothing. You know which way you stagger, which one way you're on, you know. I don't care if people see that I use a cheat sheet. At least I know where I'm at, what cylinder I'm doing, and you know, doing it right. I don't do it all the time, so, you know, I do know you start in the center and go out. But if you have a cheat pattern, it's a lot easier. You know what I mean? So, I've gotten 13 of them, or 12 of them tightened to 75 pounds. It was the 13th when it went tink and broke. So, how, why, any of that, I don't know. Broken bolt, either defective or torque wrench could have been defective. But I don't understand how I got 12 of them to 75 pounds and nothing happened until the 13th one. So that's right on. Oh, I bet he loved it. I've never been in a helicopter. Like I say, when I was 15, we were trying to go steal one. We ended up stealing a boat a couple years later. Took it for a joyride. Let's just say the boat never made it back to the U.S. Well, that's what I'm thinking. It had to be in a bad bolt. Although the torque wrench, when was the last time it was calibrated and everything? And see, I didn't think about it, but you're taking a real big chance, especially on a head, using a loaner tool torque wrench. Man, I didn't think of that until I started researching, you know, about broken boat, this, that, and the other. And if somebody drops it, you can damage a torque wrench. If it's kept, 20, 30 days with pressure on it, you can damage a torque wrench. I mean, they come out of the factory calibrated and everything, and they're great when they're new. But you never know what each customer does. And it could very well be that it bad torque wrench. But it worked good on 12 bolts until I got to the 13th, so I don't know. But just in case, brand new torque wrench. They even sent a brand new torque wrench. I gave them the other one back. And when I return this one, I get my money. Now, the only thing wrong with the other one, the sleeve here that locks it where you can't turn it no more, it was broke. It just, but other than that, you just dial it to where you want it. And, you know, you're not going to turn that, or it's not going to do anything. And then you check it the next time, make sure it didn't move. But, I've had where locks don't work on torque wrenches before. That just means, each time you look and make sure you're at 75 pound or whatever. But it shouldn't change anything. But this one, the lock works on, it's brand new and everything. It came totally loose. So I'm happy. I'm a happy. Uh, let's see what happens. See, I still have all these bolts to tighten down now again. I've never did the passenger side. They're all at 50 pounds right now. I still got to take them to 75. But when I was working on this head is when this happened. So I've got to go and tighten all my head bolts to 75. But now after they get this bolt out, I've got to do 25, 50, and then 75 on this bank. And it's already done 25 and 50 on that bank. I got to go and set all them at 75. And then we should be fine. But, you know, we'll see what happens. But they replaced all the parts. They brought me a brand new torque wrench, so we know that's within specifications and all. But just keep in mind on these loaner tools and stuff, and you know what? It may slip their minds and stuff at the auto parts stores or whatever. But I never thought of it. But when I was researching it, you know, they say the loaner tool torque wrenches and stuff are best for, you know, checking your lug nuts and stuff like that to make sure they're torqued right. Manifolds and heads and stuff, they don't suggest it because you never know how it was treated. And see, I didn't think of that until I started studying and reading on it. Maybe, I mean, I love the loaner tool program, don't get me wrong, but maybe they should rethink loaning out the torque wrenches, unless they can kind of guarantee that they're within torque, because, man, if it's damaged, you're relying on that wrench. You know what I mean? You're literally relying on that wrench to tell you when you're at torque. But say a customer did whatever. I mean, AutoZone didn't do it. They didn't know about it, whatever, unless you bring it to their attention. Hey, there's something wrong. You know what I mean? But then when you bring in a tool or something, they look, make sure all the parts are in the box, and okay, thank you, and give you your money back. The only thing that makes me think that it might not be the torque wrench is I done all them other bolts and it didn't snap. You know, it was in the same torque and everything, so I don't know. Sorry to hear that, John. Well, thank you, right on. Hey, it's all been in the good Lord's hand and in the good Lord's time. I mean, just look at the things I've been through in 11 years now. I mean, a fire, lost the first one, and I've been through a heck of a lot that a lot of people don't even know. And the good Lord has brought me out smelling like roses every time. But it's only through the Lord. You know, Yahweh and Yahshua, if I didn't have them, I'd have nothing. Nothing. I don't get what I want, but they provide me what I need. I want to be on the road, you know, but hey, they know when it's best for me to be on the road. They may be a reason that I'm, you know, maybe there's someone I'm still supposed to meet here on Monday or Tuesday. You know, we don't know. But I'm only another week behind. And the good Lord's taking care of this. I mean, what's the chances of you know, them coming out and sending them over and taking care of it so quickly and all? I mean, what's the chances? I mean, pretty much the next day they had me all brand new parts and a new torque wrench. And these guys are rushing as quick as they can, you know, to get to me and get my problem taken care of. I told them, hell, you can be as late as Monday. And they're like, oh, we want to get over there and get it done. So I'm very thankful for them. I seen the one guy this morning. He didn't say we're on the way to nothing, whatever. I don't know if he lives by here or what. But when I went and got breakfast sandwich, a half hour ago or so, I seen the one guy that was drilling it the other day, yesterday, up there at the store, getting coffee, I think. He may have just been by way to the shop or something. I don't know. But don't worry about it. Like I say, until Monday, I really don't care. You know, that's right. But see, my 10 millimeter don't get lost. I keep it in a drawer for my generator in the back. It's not with my other tools. I keep it right there in a little, my funnel to put oil in the engine and the funnel to put gas in the engine, 2 different funnels. That's all in a little thing on the back. Used to be for storing sewage parts, but I don't have sewage tank and stuff, so I don't, you know. So I store my stuff from my generator under that flap. And yeah. But anyhow, I keep my 10 millimeter wrench in there when I do my oil changes and stuff. The plug is a 10 millimeter. So thankfully, I don't lose a 10 millimeter. But it's a bitch to find a 15 sometimes. Damn, John, that sounds right on. That's where you'd be wrong, son. That's where you'd be wrong. I didn't sign nothing for no torque wrench. I didn't sign a damn thing. So that's where you'd be wrong. Oh yeah, never give up. Never give up. Now, me personally, I'm not giving up, but I'm not doing the petition after the end of this year. I mean, come on, I've been out here since March 1st of 2014. 4 different petitions. You know, each time the president, you got to start a new one. I'm tired of trying to lead the horses to fresh water if they don't want to drink. I mean, most of the world's become sheep instead of horses. And I guess I don't speak that good enough. There's a fresh water trough of let's fix this. Let's release our prisoners. Let's make it federally legal for everybody. Make it like alcohol, tobacco, and caffeine, which has killed people, but cannabis ain't. So make it like that. Hey, sign the petition. Let's get that done. As soon as it hits 10,000 people, I'll pull a permit to do a religious rights march in Washington, D.C. But help me get it done, you know. We need to get on to 2,000, 3,000. By the time it hits 5,000, it'll start picking up. We don't have to worry about the other 5. That'll come quick. But y'all got to help me right now. Go sign that petition. Get another friend to sign it. Let's make them schedule it as alcohol, tobacco, and caffeine. It don't need to be a narcotic-controlled substance. Alcohol, tobacco, and caffeine are way more addictive than cannabis has ever been. We got to stop the lies. Right on. When I was living in Arizona, getting my eye surgery and stuff, I parked at an RV place, and I hard plumbed in the sewage and the water because I don't have storage tanks and stuff. And I hardwired everything in because I was there for a few months getting my eye surgery and stuff. But other than that, you know, I just run off my generator, or somebody, you know, I parked somewhere and they want to throw out an extension cord I can plug into. But I don't have the storage tanks or any of that stuff no more. It's not meant to be recreational or camping. It's not. It's a mobile billboard that I take across the country. And like a trucker, in for a night in the motel and shit, so they sleep in their truck. That's what I do. Right now, I'm out here fighting for everyone's rights. I'm on here, right? So I'm still fighting for everyone's rights. Hopefully when I get back out on the road, we'll do a little better. But yeah, it cost me, and now gas has gone up. It's costing me $10 to keep lights on. Well, not necessarily just lights on, but my computers, camera, everything that I need, electricity for, is costing me $10 to run 12 hours. Now, if I was using a load like air conditioning or heating, it almost doubles because it consumes twice as much gas. And then I got to run it 24 hours. So it'll run me $30 here shortly. If I have to run it 24 hours, it's going to run me $30 a day. Things are not getting cheaper, my friends, at all. Oh, there you go. Hey, let me ask you something. What do you get when you cross a 50 caliber with a 223? Johnny B. What happens when you cross a 223 with a 50 caliber? A Vietnam vet told me. I think it was 2015. Could have been 16, but I think it was 15. I was asked to come to a Vietnam veterans reunion. And the first thing I tell them is, oh, you're thinking of my dad. I'm a junior, Nope, not a vet, yada, yada. And they're like, no, we want your dog and your bus here. It's open to the public, would you please come? And that was an invitation from vets and a guy named Jimmy Shaw at the time, the MC out there. And so I did. And man, there's videos and everything. It was all just a wonderful, wonderful time. There's pictures from the VA crisis bus. They even got their IDs out with pictures with me, you know what I mean? And all the vets met me and everything was cool and great. And they asked me to be their voice. They couldn't mention cannabis. They would lose their meds and stuff like that, But we're talking back in 2015. And it was a great, wonderful time. Well, I came back the next year, and that's when one of the vets asked me about the 50 caliber and the 223. And he walked up to me and he said, I used to make these for my friends in Vietnam. And he handed me it and turned around and told me he appreciated what I did and walked away. This is my most cherished, one of my most cherished possessions right now. It was given to me by a Vietnam, clean name. Given to me by a Vietnam veteran, and he said he makes them for his friends. Handed me this and turned around and told me he appreciated what I did, and haven't seen him since. That'd be cool. But isn't that cool? A 50 caliber versus a 223. Toot toot. And coming from a Vietnam vet. Heck, when the first one burnt, my first RV burnt in 2017, and a Vietnam vet donated this one, it was christened out at the Healing Fields, the same place in Indiana that the vets asked me to be their voice and all. This one, the new one, it was called the Cannabis 2 at the time, was christened not by a Vietnam vet, but one of the newer vets. There's video of that out there and everything. So you got christened there at the Healing Fields Overflow. So me and the Healing Fields have a lot of history. There's one bad veteran out there that's trying to turn the organization and twist everything around and yada yada, but it's not working. People are finally figuring out the truth in that matter. But see, everything comes to light. The good Lord is bringing everything to light. Wow, right on. You know my regret in life? I wished I had had enough sense to go join the Coast Guard. I really do. If I could turn back time and had my knowledge I do now, I would join the Coast Guard. I'd probably try out to be a rescue swimmer. Whether I made it or not, who knows? But heck, I become a scuba diver back when I was 13 or 14 through the Boys Club in Sarasota, Florida. 73, 58, yeah, 15. That's right. Right before I went to the reform school, I'd just become a certified diver. But I really love and respect what the Coast Guard do. I mean, I love all the branches and stuff. But because being a diver, working on the tuna boats and different boats and stuff that I have, I really, really, really respect the Coast Guard. I love what they represent and what they do. Watching their training and all, I don't know if I could get through that. But you know what? You never know. A lot younger and being determined probably could. I wouldn't have fear of heights like I do. I don't like heights. If it's over the top of a semi, see the Gravitron, they're the size of a semi-trailer. I have no problem being as high because I had to put the Gravitron up all the time. 13 foot or whatever it is from the ground or whatever, 15 foot, whatever, I can live with that. If you fall, it hurts, but you know what? Not as bad as if you fall from higher up. Anyhow, pretty much anything higher than a semi-trailer, I don't want nothing to do with. Not even in a lift basket anymore. I don't like heights. If I joined the Coast Guard, maybe I would have not, had that phobia of heights and stuff. Well, my friends, I'm going to get out of here, I guess. Hell, it's been damn near 3 hours. I'll let y'all know if and when what happens. And other than that, I don't know. I'll be live at noon. About 2 hours from now, I'll go live again. I don't know what time. We don't have a set time or nothing. So, like I say, they'll probably show up after I end my live. But it don't matter. It's not Monday. And we'll see what happens, right? Please join me back here in 2 hours, or if I go live again when they show up. Any last questions, comments, or concerns? Now would be the time to post it, because I am going to get out of here in a minute. Damn, it's hard to tell which end. It's so resonated here, it almost looks like the burnt end. I'm like, damn, it looks burnt on both ends. Please make sure you sign the petition at 420jim.com, 420jim.com. Nobody belongs in jail for weed, and we need it federally legal, like alcohol, tobacco, and caffeine. We don't want it under a narcotic classification at all. If you want to call the drug, call the drug. But we do not want it as a controlled narcotic. Please sign that petition and share it and help us get that to happen. Well, I hope you do catch me at noon. Personally, I used kratom one time when I had a pinched sciatic nerve, and a trucker gave me 6 capsules. Told me to take 3 then and 3 in the morning. Hell, it took care of my pain, and I didn't get no high or nothing on it. So I'm sure it's got good properties. But I've met lots of people that say they got them off of heroin stuff. So it's got lots of good, but just like anything, it's got a potential to be used wrong. I had a lady friend that I never thought, I thought of her like my sister. Okay? And she was popping 20 pills in the morning and shit like that. And yeah, she became a different person. I never thought she'd lie and stuff like that. She'd become a different person. I even bailed this person out of jail and shit. And yeah, so, but like anything, cannabis, they crossbreed shit and come up with the in the couch, indica. Some of it's just way too strong. I don't see the point, unless you're just so numb that you want to be like, hey, I understand, but me personally, I like a sativa. You sit there and do whatever, hell, many a time, smoke a joint of sativa and go out and do a couple, 3, 4, 5 hours of weed eating, shit like that. The 13 years driving tow truck, I was stoned every day of the week. Hell, most of the time I was buying my pot from my boss. Now, I don't tell people to smoke and drive, and I don't smoke and drive that I don't drive tow truck, but back then, you never know. We could have been sitting here smoking a joint, and all of a sudden I had an accident to go to, And hell, I know damn well them cops smelt it all over me and stuff. But you know what? I showed up, I act like a professional, I got the accident out of the street, I swept it up, cleaned it up, come over, put the signature on the paper, and book down the road. You can't do that on alcohol. Never once did I have a cop say, hey man, you smell like weed, or you been smoking, or anything like that. And I know damn well they smelled it. Yeah, too much kratom messes with your mind. Hey, I enjoyed talking with you, Johnny B, and everyone. Catch me at noon and 7 p.m. Like, share, subscribe to the channel. Most of all, please sign that petition. I hope I'm wrong, but when it becomes a Class 3 controlled narcotic, the feds no longer are going to stand down. We're better off the way it is than to move it to that class, because then they're not going to stand down. They're going to force federal laws, and sadly, that's going to be a lot of restrictions. You won't be able to share nugs. You won't be able to share a pipe. You won't be able to pass a joint, because you can't share no medication. You can't share your medication. Hell, you're going to have to carry it in a prescribed baggy bottle or whatever they make you carry it in. Then they're probably going to take away recreational. Why did I say that? Because they know every damn fool will go buy a medical card. They know this. The ones that don't will be buying it off the people that buy it on their medical card and resell it. Then they're going to bust people for that, like back in the day. They made Coca-Cola take cocaine out of their product when they made cocaine a Class 2 narcotic controlled substance. Think about that. Not even Coca-Cola could put Coke in their product no more. You don't think if they could, they wouldn't have it in there? Hell yeah, they would have kept it in there. But it changed things. When the feds got in and made it a controlled substance, people need to go look under this federal, whatever you want to look. these feds will cut off all the funding to the states if they do not comply. They're going to come in under federal law. I don't see how they can have recreation. I think what they're going to do is tell all these people that own these recreation dispensers, they're going to make more money because people are going to go buy the cards. Everybody in the United States will be able to, that can get the medical thing, they will be able, so there's going to be lots more customers. The only thing is, they just got to come in and show you an ID card. You keep track of what you buy and this, that, the other, who's buying and all that crap. Because remember, as long as it's a controlled substance, narcotic, you lose your right to bear arms and ammunition. Yeah. You sign them forms, that you're not on any narcotics or nothing, yada, yada, yada. So we don't want it as a narcotic, folks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No. We want it like alcohol, tobacco, caffeine, aspirin, baby aspirin. All that shit kills people if you take too many or have too much. Cannabis never has. And here's a chance to take care of it. Sign that petition. Share it as much as you can. Get at least one other person this week to sign it. And he said he don't give it. There you go. I respect our veterans and stuff. So, I do respect a lot of what people say and do and think and whatnot. But I support America. I support the world. You know what I mean? I wish everybody would just get along. Hey, my friends, catch me here in just over an hour and so many minutes or whatnot at noon. I may go live if these people show up beforehand. I don't know. But until next time, like, share, and subscribe, and turn on all the notifications if you would. Peace, love, and cannabis for all. One team, one dream, united we stand. If we try, we can get along. Hey, Johnny B, I appreciate your service, my friend. I really do. I respect you, vet. Thank you so much. Never forget, my dogs love you. I love you. Jesus loves you. Y'all have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful morning. I hope to see y'all back here at noon. Peace out.